During the November 18th Board of Education meeting, the president and vice president of the Howard County Education Association spoke about teacher injuries and made a nexus to staffing shortages in special education. The president reported that children with disabilities were the cause of the injuries and that those children from our community, were too dangerous to have in school. Unfortunately, neither speaker produced any data to support that claim, but instead only flashed pictures of injured educators on the big screen. The union leadership concluded that children receiving special education should be removed or otherwise restricted from attending school with their non-disabled peers. I thought, are you kidding me? In 2021, the HCPSS labor union officers just recommended that targeted and intentional discrimination against children with disabilities. I thought to myself, this can't possibly be happening. But based on the deafening silence in the room, nobody seemed as repulsed by the idea as I was. HCEA representatives, what they said was ignorant and offensive. It was not an utterance made spontaneously and without forethought. The remarks were thought out and prepared in advance. These were the words of the HCPSS Teachers Union President and Vice President, representing the voice of hundreds of HCPSS educators and staff. The target of the leader's discrimination was children with disabilities and their families, and somehow that seemed to make it acceptable. I thought, why is that? Why is it that only parent advocates are so angered by this? Perhaps that is an indication of where the problem exists, and it isn't with the children. Something must change. This is about calling out marginalization and discrimination no matter who it impacts, and more importantly, holding representatives accountable for their conduct. The HCEA officers cannot hide behind the cover of staffing shortages to mask their unethical and overtly discriminatory practices they falsely proffer as solutions. Ironically, when asked about staffing levels, the superintendent acknowledged that HCPSS has enough certified special educators to fill all the vacancy. Ms. Morris even agreed that she too had that information. So if staffing isn't necessarily the root cause of educator injury, then why did HCEA leadership recommend the removal of special education children from in-person learning? Are they unaware that that is illegal? Do they not care about the harm they're proposing? Are they seriously expecting our community to just sit back while they recommend segregating our neighborhood schools? HCEA union leadership represents the voice of HCPSS educators. This mindset is in our classrooms every day with all of our kids. So if our educators are as repulsed by their leaders' comments as we, the parents, are, then I expect to see and hear that. I expect to see and hear that when I drop off my children and pick them up from school. I expect to see and hear that during public forums. I expect them to do better. I actually want them to do better. Thank you.